Hello and Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to USEFP's short videos part of our free online GRE course. These videos will help you prepare for the GRE, which is essential to graduate level admissions in most universities in the United States and for the Fulbright Scholarship Program. I'm Amna Mahmood and I've been affiliated with the USEFP in various capacities since 2017. This session will be for GRE Verbal, and this is video number 8 of 12 in this series. In this video, we will talk about the question structure types that you can expect to see on the reading comprehension questions and tips on how to answer them. The GRE test contains approximately 10 reading comprehension passages. Majority are one paragraph in length and only one or two of which are several paragraphs long. About half of the questions on the GRE test will be based on passages. So if you look at one verbal section, you can expect 9 to 11 questions based on reading comprehensions. And if you want to combine both the verbal sections, you're looking at around 18 to 20 questions associated with reading comprehension passages. The number of questions based on a given passage can range from 1 to 6. The passages are drawn from material found in books and periodicals, both academic and non-academic, and are based on the following disciplines: the physical sciences, biological sciences, social sciences, business, art and humanities, and other everyday topics. There are 3 different types of questions you will get on the reading comprehension passages: multiple choice, where you have to select one answer choice; multiple choice, where you have to select one or more answer choices; and questions that will ask you to select a sentence in the passage or a designated paragraph. We will look at the definitions of each question type and some tips on how to attempt them in the next few slides. Let's start with the multiple choice, where you have to select one answer choice. These are traditional multiple choice questions with 5 answer choices, of which you must select one. Some tips or suggestions to help you attempt these questions: read all the answer choices before making your selection, even if you think you know the correct answer in advance. The correct answer is the one that most accurately and most completely answers the question posed. Be careful not to be misled by answer choices that are only partially true or that only partially answer the question. Also be careful not to pick an answer choice simply because it is a true statement. When the question asks about the meaning of a word in the passage, be sure the answer choice you select correctly represents the way the word is being used in the passage. Many words have different meanings when used in different contexts. Multiple choice questions, where you have the option to select multiple answer choices, provide 3 answer choices and ask you to select all that are correct. 1, 2, or all 3 of the answer choices may be correct. To gain credit for these questions, you must select all the correct answers and only those. There's no credit for partially correct answers. Some tips to keep in mind when you are attempting these questions: evaluate each answer choice separately on its own merits. When evaluating one answer choice, do not take the others into account. A correct answer choice accurately and completely answers the question posed. Be careful not to be misled by answer choices that are only partially true and that only partially answer the question. Also be careful not to pick an answer choice simply because it's a true statement. Do not be disturbed if you think all 3 answer choices are correct, since questions of this type can have up to 3 correct answer choices. Finally, for the select in passage questions, you are expected to select the sentence in the passage that meets a certain description. To select a sentence, click on any word in the sentence or select the sentence with the keyboard. In longer passages, the question will usually apply to only 1 or 2 specified paragraphs. You will not be able to select a sentence elsewhere in the passage. Keep the following tips in mind when attempting select and passage questions. Evaluate each of the relevant sentences in the passage separately before selecting your answer. Do not evaluate any sentences that are outside the paragraphs under consideration. A correct answer choice must accurately match the description given in the question. Do not select a sentence if any part of the description does not apply to it. However, note that the question need not fully describe all aspects of the sentence. We will do a reading comprehension example in the next video where you will get to attempt all these 3 different question types. I hope this session proved to be useful for you. Please remember to check out other videos in this series. To wrap up, I'm going to conclude with the main takeaways that we learned in this video.